Welcome back to Smart Focusing TV show. The issue of Biafra and the issue of Nigeria, it has gotten to a high level this time around. According to the news, breaking news, we are ready to negotiate. Presidency tells IPOB for US not to divide Nigeria. So the issue concerning this negotiation and the division of Nigeria, now the presidency, the Tinubu presidency, so they have now come out, start saying that they are ready to negotiate with the IPOB. And if you see what is really happening, even what is happening in Anambra, and the House Soludo and the people of Anambra is fighting, and the issue of US, how US is coming into Nigeria to fight against terrorists. So they don't really understand, after fighting the terrorists and after chasing away the terrorists. So the next thing he will do, he will look into the problem between the Igbo and between the Nigerian government. And since all those years, the agitation because of the issue of Biafra, that is the main reason why Donald Trump even look into what is going on in Nigeria, because of the genocide and because of what the Biafran agitators is talking worldwide. So how they are preaching worldwide and what is happening in Nigeria. So now the federal government of Nigeria, they are afraid of what may happen. So they are now coming out to start saying to the IPOB that they are now ready to negotiate. So I will allow you to watch the video to the end. Don't skip any part of it, because this our brother, he really explained a lot of things that is going on between the IPOB, Mazi Kano group, and between the Nigerian government. So there is a lot that is going on the ground, which everybody need to know and everybody need to understand what is going on in Nigeria. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video and let others see what is happening in Nigeria.
The battle between the federal government of Nigeria and the Biafran agitators has gotten to another level. I saw a very disturbing and worrisome news on the internet space yesterday. Today is the 22nd day of January 2026. So I saw this news yesterday and I went through social media to see if people are actually discussing about that news. Unfortunately, I didn't see anybody talk about that news. Anyways, that is what I want us to discuss here today. Thank you for joining me, and please do well to stay with me, because we are going to learn a lot from this video. Now, I saw this news yesterday that says, let me zoom it a bit so you can see it, that says, breaking, Tinubu considering dialogue with Biafra agitators as last resort. That the president of Nigeria is considering to dialogue with the Biafran agitators. When I saw this news, I didn't just smile, I laughed. Did you know why I laughed? Now, for those of you that have been on internet space, or for those of you that have been following me for a very long time, if you remember, on the 6th day of July 2025, a news came out, and that news was a video made by the Minister of Work, Dave Omayi. And what is that news? Let me show you. Now, according to this news, where is it? On the 6th day of July, let me zoom it so you can see it too. On the 6th day of July 2025, it says that the federal government of Nigeria is ready to negotiate with Mazi Kano. And this news trended in Nigeria. And we waited for days, we waited for weeks, we waited for months to see the outcome of this news. Till today, we have not had anything or had any outcome, whether if it went well or it didn't went well. We've not had any news concerning this negotiation. But you know what? Of course, we already know the outcome. I'm going to show you the outcome in this video before they also come about this, present dialogue they want to dialogue. I'm going to play a very short clip for you, just like a 5-second clip. And this video was made by Mazi Kano's lawyer. In this video, he said the outcome of this negotiation. Please stay with me, because we are going to learn. After this short video, I'm going to be back. Please listen to him.
They have started with another propaganda the thing we started yesterday. They said that they asked Nnamdi Kanu to sign whatever. We were with him yesterday. We left him around 4 or 5 yesterday. When we finished at Kubo, we went to see him. We are with him. There is nothing like that. Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody that you can intimidate. Had he been that, there is no amount of offer Buhari government did not offer him, and he refused. Now, for those of you, get it right. For those of you,
did you hear that? There is no amount of offer Buhari's government didn't offer him, and he refused. If Buhari's government has given this man a blank check to write any amount that he needs, or probably they have offered him to be the Minister of Works, be the Senate President, be the Vice President, be anything, and he refused. What then, or which other negotiation do this government want to go into with him? Have you ever asked yourself that question? But you know what? It didn't stop here. Neither did it stop here. I'm going to play another short, just another 5 seconds video clip so that you understand what we are talking about. Please listen to Nnamdi Kanu himself and hear this.
People to come and buy me in Kuje. I said no. I was in detention. They came to me, offered me everything, and I said no. They gave me Vice President of Nigeria, and I said no. Are you insane? Is it poor wretched people I'm going to be asking for money? So because anything we want to do, we do it somehow. IPOB is full of cash.
Did you hear that? They offered me to be the vice president, and I said no. If they have offered this man to be the second, important citizen in the country, and he said no, I beg, which other offer are these people talking about they are going to offer him? Oh, maybe they have not actually given him the offer to be the president. Of course, I don't need to tell you what will happen if that happens. Maybe they should also try that. Let them call him and tell him, Oga, Oya, come and be the president. Maybe that will happen. Now, I also went ahead to get more information about this. Now, you can go to your Google, probably after this video. Type on your Google, what is IPOB requesting from Nigerian government? You can type it on your Google. According to Google, it says, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, primarily request the creation of an independent Biafran nation, a sovereign state for the Igbo people in southeastern Nigeria. What these people are actually requesting is break up. They want to break away from Nigeria. Now, going into dialogue with them, what do you think that the government will offer them, if not this, that they will accept? And of course, you know that any dialogue or any negotiation that the government need to do, or the government is planning to do with these people, it must be done by the Oga Patapata, because this is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And of course, so far, we've seen, and of course, we know how, stubborn, permit me to use that word, how stubborn this man is, how fanatic he is in his quest for the creation of the sovereign state of Biafra. He is fanatic. He doesn't send. He said, if this is what will take our life, no problem. So he has insisted that it is neither Biafra or nothing. Of course, from news, we've seen that they offered him the vice president. He said no. They offered him, gave him blank check, all sort of, things, and he said no. In other words, his only quest is for the creation of the sovereign state of Biafra. Now, my question in this video is this, you watching me, what offer do you think that the Nigerian government, or let me use this word, which dialogue do you think that the Nigerian government will go into with this man that will work out? To offer him another post, or to promise him that they're going to build seaport in Biafra land? Is that going to work? Please do well to answer, because I sat down and I was actually thinking about it. Apart from the creation of Biafra, or apart from division, what other offer are they going to offer him that he will accept? Well, when I was thinking about that too, I have to share my thoughts with you. When I was thinking about that, I said maybe he will accept restructuring. Restructuring, some people call it regional government, where each state or each region manage their resources. Well, I don't know if he will accept that, because if you have been following him right, following him right from time, you will know that he actually started agitating for this restructuring before he saw. Of course, he said that in one of his speech, before he saw that even this restructuring is not going to work. So it's better we do it once and for all. And what is that once and for all? The separation, the breakup from Nigeria. So please, I don't know, which other offer do you think they will offer this man that he will accept, if not the breaking away from Nigeria? Now, I'm going to play this short clip again for you. This short clip is another supportive one by someone from Europe, an Australian economist who is coming out to say that, come on, Biafra must come. That news, they say that at the end, we will win. It seems it's beginning to come to pass. Please do well to listen to this short video I'm going to play for you. Then you drop your comment in the comment section what you think, please.
Dear friends, I'm very happy that I have my new Biafra flag here. And that's really wonderful. Biafra must be free, must be liberated. Yesterday I was participating in the 1-year celebration of the Biafra Independence Declaration. It's very much, unfortunately, similar to what happened in Kosovo. You see here the Kosovo Independence Declaration. That was in 2008, but already in 1991, I think in 1990 actually, in Kačanik, Kosovo declared independence, and it took a long time. It took a long time for recognizing Kosovo, and some countries have not even seen the light today, and that's very unfortunate. But even much more unfortunate is the situation of the Christian people of Biafra, of all people in Biafra, because they experienced this apartheid, this genocide that the Kosovo Albanians have experienced, especially in this very difficult time from 1990, from basically when Milosevic declared the war against everybody in Yugoslavia, and he was basically in the 28th of June in 98, he went to the Kosovo Polje, Amselfeld, however you call it, Fushkosova, and there at this memorial he declared war on all of the people of Yugoslavia, and then this led to 10 years of disaster. And we could have avoided all this war when we had recognized Kosovo's independence in the first place. In Kačanik, when it was declared, I think it was in December 1990, and then in 91 we could have all recognized it. George Bush, the father, he made this famous Christmas ultimatum against Milosevic and said, do not touch the Kosovo Albanians. And that is what Mr. Trump must also now do very clearly, do not touch the Biafra Christians and the corrupt and disastrous elite of Nigeria. And here it is very clear. The parallels are very clear. We waited too long, we let then the apartheid system and all these massacres in Bosnia happen, and later Milosevic decided to go to full-scale genocide against the Kosovo Albanians in 97, 98, and then the combined forces of the resistance of the Albanians and of course the people of and NATO, ultimately, the America. Thanks a lot, America, for liberation. This was then liberating the people and ending the genocide in 1999 with NATO intervention, and every single bomb was justified at that moment, and it was necessary to free the Kosovo Albanians. And now the Kosovo Albanians have independence declared. 115 good countries in the world have recognized it, and it's fine. And some few confused leftovers like Spain, Romania, Slovakia, Greece, Ukraine, unfortunately, despite my major efforts in the last decade, have not recognized it. But but most of the free world has, yeah, and that's very good. So we have achieved freedom, we have secured freedom, we have protected freedom. That's very good. Bravo, Kosovo, a wonderful case. And you see the parallel between the failed state Nigeria, high inflation, genocide, crimes, massacre, insecurity, misery, disaster, and a few at the top, which you get ever richer with the natural resources. It was more or less the same in Yugoslavia, just there were less natural resources and they were all going down. And then basically Milosevic declared war, and everybody stole with his half a billion German mark loan against the national authorities, and then he stole everything and he started the war to hide everything up, and it was all going down in misery. And here is the parallel between Nigeria and Yugoslavia. It's going down in misery, it is a failed state, there is no reason for it to continue, and Biafra will live in freedom. But the necessary thing, and here's the tragic parallel, it takes so long for the international community to understand that, and we wait and wait because we love our system as it is now, because we are structurally conservative, we want to keep it like the status quo, we always want to keep the states as they are, and you know, of course we don't want to change them by aggression, like the Russians are doing it in Ukraine, and taking over Anschluss style, like Hitler did it with Austria. He's taking over Crimea, and then in a full-scale aggression, Hitler style, he's taking over some parts of Ukraine. He will never keep it. We will definitely liberate Ukraine. Ukraine will liberate itself with our help, but he is continuing to try and to do these major terrible things. But of course, we should not be structurally kind of so conservative in a sense that we don't allow freedom. We must allow freedom, and the respect of freedom must be including also when nations are somehow broken and they are no longer delivering the services, security and prosperity that everybody has a right in, and there are suppressed nations where there is genocide, then we definitely have the right for this next step, and that's the assisted breakup of nations. That's the Fellinger doctrine in the making here in the case of ex-Nigeria, and this is the example, of course, Kosovo. I love it very much. It's a wonderful country. I have here the head of Kosovo, because Kosovo now also has elections 28th of December. I will be very active on that one as well. And I will just support the good side who are really then trying to get Kosovo into NATO. But the whole thing is, it's free now, it's secure now, and it is absolutely a success story. And only people who don't know the Balkan history and have no idea, I lived there 15 years, I know exactly what's going on. The situation is that we have to see that as a role model for Biafra. Kosovo, Biafra, Biafra, Kosovo. This is the thing. In the German-speaking mind, we still have the idea Biafra is just starving children. But why are they starving children? Because of this tragic mistake of the West, that we didn't support the independence in the 1967 to 70, and we let the Nigerian centralist, disaster, socialist tyrants to starve them into death. Millions died because of our mistakes, and that's very bad. And again, we repeat the mistake here. We don't recognize Biafra Republic. We should recognize the exile government and the exile authorities and tell to the Nigerians, let the Biafra people go. Like we have ultimately enforced it in the case of Kosovo by NATO bombs. And if the Nigerians will not let the Biafra people go, then NATO bombs are the only alternative. America must liberate Biafra.
Oh yes, that is it. If Nigeria do not want, let the Igbos go. Let the American liberate the Biafran people. It's a very powerful statement. Concerning the issue of negotiation, this our man, you have already explained everything the way it is. If you go down to the Google, you ask the Google, what are those things that Mazem Kanu is asking for. The Google, even though the ChatGPT, he will even still tell you the same thing, that there is nothing no more than the sovereign state of Biafra. So the Nigerian government trying to negotiate or trying to bribe him with different kinds of things, those things will not work. He have already told them. He already told them what he need, and then whether you are killing him or you are leaving him to be alive, he stand on his ground, and he he demand, and then what he said that he wants is where he still stand on. And he said that many lives have lost and many people have gone down. So those lives that have already lost, so if he accepts all those offer they are offering him, what about the life of people that has already lost, the millions of lives that's already gone, and the people that believe in him and in what he's doing? So what about them? It is not about self-centered, selfish interests, and the people like this, our politicians that believe, that want only their interests. They don't think about the interests of the people they are representing. What they know is those things that benefit them only and their family. So Mazi Kano is not a person like that. It is where Nigeria is getting it so weak, because they believe that they think that as an Igbo man, they will pay him, they will bribe him, and they will give him whatever he wants. And then the issue concerning the Britain, that is why the Britain, they are still keeping mute, because they are finding every means to see if they will bribe him or if they will give him something or something else so that it will stop the agitation. That is why the UK, where he is a citizen, and the UK that colonized Nigeria, they have not even said anything. So the Nigerian government, they are still afraid because they don't really understand. They already know what America may say at the end after this fight of terrorists end. So that is how it is. I would like to hear your comment down below. Like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video to go and let others see things that is going on in Nigeria. Thank you for watching.